Team Real. 2014, I was working with the Sydney Roosters. We just won the grand final, the club championship, the world championship. There was nothing more that could be done at a level, and I was starting to think more about global change. And I started to think, how can the average person get more out of a gym session? And when I was thinking about that, I basically came up with the dense strength system. I was looking at CrossFit. I was looking at, Polo Quid methodology, Westside Barbell, lots of things are going on. I'm thinking, like, what are the common factors here? How can we get this to the everyday Joe and gamify it in the way that CrossFit is kind of gamified, but then still keep the principles of strength and conditioning in there? So I'm going to show you some dense strength. I'm going to be doing 10D2. So I'm going to pause at the top. So every minute, I'm doing 2 reps. And you think, well, yeah, that looks pretty easy. It does look pretty easy. And that's how dense strength works. It works based on consistency. Every now and then you can do a test set, but you'll also see that it's not actually that much rest when it comes around. And the more reps that you do, the shorter your rest time is going to be. So the dense strength method, it turned out, actually was great for helping lots of people to improve the results that they weren't previously able to get. So it actually worked really well for professional rugby league players, and they really enjoyed the sessions and the dynamic of the sessions. Everyone's trying to come up with these hero workouts and training sessions. It's cool to push yourself sometimes, but if you think about how David Goggins would have got to his world record chin up, you'll see that those people are very rarely actually pushing themselves hard. They're mostly doing what comes very comfortably to them and doing lots of that. So we're going to build success on success. You don't build success on failure, you build success on success. You think about winning teams, being part of winning cultures. You want to have that success going over and over again. So every time you get a training session, if you get that feeling like, I won, I did something I haven't done before, if it's 1 extra rep, right? If the next time I go through this, I do 2, and then I do 3, and then I do 2, and then I do 3. Every session, I'm getting that dopamine hit, I'm getting that testosterone boost of winning, right? Winning matters. You can see how simple. I could pair this with freestanding handstand push-ups as well, or just normal push-ups or dips, which I'm leaning on my dip bars right here. So there are a lot of ways to get this done and get this done well. There is no magic formula. The magic is progressing volume. Okay, so why you might do, say, 1s, 2s, 3s is to be able to recruit your muscles better so that when you go and do volume work, you're stronger and you can get more work done when you go for volume. The volume focus is going to be better for fat loss, muscle gain, but as you become more advanced, you actually get new gains coming from the lower rep work as well. So we switch more to lower rep work, the more advanced we get. You think, well, why is he training so easily? This is how I got to a 60 kilo chest to bar chin up. It was never hard. It doesn't have to be that hard. As you work up, by the time it gets hard, you can either change the rep range. So I could work on 5s, I could work on 1s, or I could go back down in the weight again. Okay, so There's an art, there's a science. It depends on the goals and on the individual, and the training history, capacity, training volume, mentality, lots of factors involved. But it becomes addictive, it becomes a game. That's what dense strength is all about. You can track your progress, you can see what you're doing. You can go and do exactly the same session that I'm doing. Now, could I handle more weight? Yeah, but I don't need to. All I need to do is get today's work done today. If you try and do tomorrow's work today, you're going to end up in pain. You're going to end up in tears. Trying to do tomorrow's work today is why some people get frustrated and they go back to zero, start again. Train really hard, stop, train hard, stop. Personal trainers, you want to help people get on a rhythm where they're winning. Didn't pause that for sure. Alright, so you build winning on winning. If we're training for any sport, like you're training for Taekwondo, if you're the goal kicker at rugby league, you don't train it until you can't do it anymore. You train it while it's getting better, and then if it starts to deteriorate, you take a little break and go back to it, or you end it for the day. If I was feeling really bad, I might just call, it's done for the day. Come back ready to go, come back stronger, come back mentally prepared for it next time. That works really well as well, right? Okay, so think of it more like that. Think of it more like skills training rather than, okay, how am I going to crush myself today? That doesn't work for very many people for very long. Hence the obesity epidemic and all the other ones. This training system was devised to reverse that. Anyone can train like this. Everyone's got time for this. Think, look, I don't have 10 minutes. Just go and do one set to failure. One set to failure every day is pretty tough. You do set of deep knee bends, set of chin-ups, set of dips or push-ups. One set each day, you'll be a beast. No one doesn't have time. There's a point where you're not going to keep getting better anymore, and it's mentally tough to keep going back to one all-out set. But ultimately, we've all got time. We just choose the things that we love most. I'm encouraging you to fall in love with strength, fall in love with being lean, being healthy. What I want for me, I want for everybody. So when we build this up, we build a bigger base. Some of the key lifts, all you want to do, if you can build up your weighted chin, build up your weighted dip, build up your squat, and then do one set of hard Nordics, you've got yourself a massive foundation in terms of body composition. Now, I believe in adding more and doing more, and I like gymnastics movements, front levers, freestanding handstand push-ups, one arm chin up work, bending bars and grippers and all this sort of stuff. But that's for fun. You don't actually need to do all of that. You do need to add some range of strength on top of what I'm talking about. But as far as body composition goes, if you just nail those 4 things, you'll do really well. Now, if you do have little niggles pop up, injuries pop up, there are slight variations. There's a game, there's an art to strength training. But if you keep it pretty comfortable, you may never actually get to that anyway, where you need that. So join me in the revolution, real movement. Get your 10 sets done. If I wasn't doing the video, I might just chuck those dips straight in on this. I might just chuck those push-ups straight in on this, those deep knee bends. You can get all done in 10 minutes. A 10-minute triplet, dips, chins, squats. But I can't talk very much when I do that. This is my last set. So if it was pretty easy like this, and everything's going well in life, and you feel like it, you can go a bit harder on the last set. There we go. Nothing crazy. Don't be afraid to add your own flavor to it. Don't be afraid to make it a bit artistic. It's your life, your body. Make the most of it. I'm just here to support you, here to teach you. If you need any help, just reach out. If you give this session a go, drop a comment. I'm looking forward to seeing you getting stronger, getting leaner. If you want to do fat free as well, accelerate your body composition changes on this, you're more than welcome. Let's go.